Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for reconvening here at the Licensing Subcommittee for the decision of an application for a variation of premises licence for Delaney's, 77B, Castle Road in Southsea. All parties shall receive written confirmation of the decision and reasons. Our decision. The subcommittee has considered very carefully the application for a variation of a premises licence at Delaney's. It gave due regard to the Licensing Act 2003, the licensing objectives, statutory guidance and the adopted statement of licensing policy. The subcommittee considered the relevant representations, both written and given at the hearing by all parties. Human rights legislation and the public sector equality duty has been borne in mind whilst making the decision. The subcommittee noted that the application sought an extension in the hours of sale of the supply of alcohol at the premises on Friday and Saturday evenings till 2230 hours, and with the premises closing at that time also. There had been representations from residents, a total of 28, with 8 objecting and 20 in support. Those objecting raised concern broadly in relation to the licensing objectives of public nuisance and crime and disorder. No formal representations had been made by responsible authorities. In particular, it was noted that neither the police or environmental health had raised any concern with the application. The premises is run as a cafe/restaurant and had installed acoustic insulation. Neither the police nor environmental health had any reported incidents on record. The subcommittee was referred to the right of review as a protection of residents in the future. Having heard all of the above evidence, the subcommittee determined to grant the proposed application in the terms sought. The reasons. The subcommittee listened very carefully to the residents concerned, particularly those living above or adjacent to the premises, and has had to balance those concerns against the interests of the business. In doing so, it had to determine the extent of the impact that the proposed variation may have upon the licensing objectives of the prevention of public nuisance and crime and disorder. The subcommittee has had to take account of the fact that no representation has been received from the police or environmental health, and therefore the inference of that being their professional position is that the proposal is not considered likely to undermine those licensing objectives. Weight has been attached to the fact that the position on the basis that they are both considered the lead in their respective fields. This is a very small premises seating in the region of 31 patrons downstairs and 12 upstairs. The applicant indicated that the business is generally food-led, but current time limits have actually affected the effect of reducing diners, which is a cost due to overhead and wasted produce. It was suggested that the relatively small increase in the hours would increase the number of the diners. The relatively small increase in hours would increase the number of diners and reduce those merely drinking. This is currently the aim. However, residents can very much be reassured that there is a suite of powers to deal with this premises if the licence leads to the licensing objectives being undermined. Not at least is the power for residents or responsible authorities to bring review proceedings where steps can be taken to restrict the licence, impose conditions, or in extreme circumstances revoke the licence when evidence shows issues result from licensable activity. Action can also be taken separately by environmental health in relation to statutory noise nuisance if reported. The premises are encouraged to continue the close liaison with residents and do what they can to monitor noise level, particularly music, so it does not cause a nuisance. There will be a right of appeal for all parties to the Magistrates' Court, and formal notification of this decision will be set out right in full. I just want to say thank you to everyone for attending today, and please, if you need to, use your powers of requesting a review, and if you need to report, especially to go forward to the Licensing Service and Environmental Health. Other than that, that is the decision made by the Licensing Committee today. Thank you for taking the time to come here. Before I turn this meeting off, I'm going to formally end it, but after this I'm going to say this is my last meeting here today. I finish being a councillor next week. It's been a great 3 years as licensing chair in that time. Also, good luck to Councillor Swan, and hopefully you'll get re-elected in your respective ward. And yeah, I'm out the door. Thank you, everyone. I promise never to swear in a meeting again like I did before. You don't have to clap me. What's the clapping about? Sorry. So yeah, thank you everyone, and yes, see you later. Bye. I feel like we should play like some